But yeah, I think overall, the mid lane matchup, it did favor Zabo last game a little bit. Like he did come out ahead, but the Void Spirit I feel like had way more impact as the game went on. He got that BKB, he got the Ags, and he did great. And we're gonna see a Phoenix here dropped into the game here, and that's, I'm assuming, gonna be the 5 position.
Yeah, solid hero. It's not run as much in North America. It's very popular in China. It got a number of nerfs. 7.29. The biggest I think was just the range of the supernova, the AOE, from 1300 to 1200. There are a number of times in the major that Arteezy got caught at the very edge of that 1300 stun. Pick up Wraith King to go against it. I do like Wraith King here against both the Phoenix and the Magnus.
Yeah.
Um, Wraith King's not crazy against the Phoenix. A lot of times people use that supernova alongside the reincarnate, like we saw at the major. So it stuns him immediately after through BKB as he respawns. And anyone who tries to come in and take the fight as the Wraith King is respawning will get hit by the stun of that supernova as well. So it's a little bit back and forth, but yeah, the reincarnate back up from the Magnus RP is pretty important. That against like Enigma, against Faceless Void, Magnus always feels very good. I like that more than what they had last game. It also serves the purpose of a dangler.
Yes.
Yes,
neph, we're big fan of the danglers here in North America. They're, something that's often overlooked and not given the proper attention it needs. The Faceless Void, though, like you're saying, for people who don't know, I mean, the reason Faceless Void very good against the Wraith King, or I'm sorry, Wraith King very good against the Faceless Void is chronoing Wraith King feels real bad. You don't want to have to, waste your chrono on the first life of the Wraith King because then he just reincarnates and then your fight is a disaster. They still ban it out, though. They're actually more worried about Chronosphere and Supernova, it seems, with the follow-up.
The anti-mage ban makes sense to me. That's kind of where they drove a mistake last time, is letting it through at the very end. They could have banned that one out. They wouldn't have picked it up themselves. They could have won the game. This game, the Faceless Void ban does not make sense to me, given the fact they have a Wraith King. I think they're going back to the fact, hey, we lost this last game. This was a huge problem for us. Let's ban this out again. The Faceless Void didn't feel like a problem as much as everything else alongside the Faceless Void. Now they have a decent solution for it in the form of Wraith King. So I don't think D2 Hustlers is even planning on picking up that Faceless Void this game. They probably grab a Luna or something here. They could grab a Diffusal Blade carrier, but I imagine they grab a Luna.
I could see that. Luna seems really strong. It doesn't work great with the Empire. She don't have the cleave, but she has her somewhat own built-in cleave. And just the damage bonus alone might be enough to like really make it worth it.
There's also the various buffs that come into play in a game like this one, especially the lower cooldown on the Manta style. Dragonlance feels a little bit better to build on Luna now because she had problems like running in, being tanky. As you can see underground a little bit better because you use Fluffy Hat buildup for that one instead. BKB also feels better to build earlier, and a lot of time you like building BKB early on Luna. So Luna's cool, but yeah, the Empower you don't take advantage of as much, but I still think it'd be a pretty strong hero to have here. It is very busted, that new Lucian theme change. You like a 2.5 second cooldown spell, 1 second stun, it throws out 2 auto attacks as well. That's not okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. It seems totally
we thought
balanced.
that was a good idea.
That seems totally balanced. I don't know what you're talking about.
I get to play my favorite Dota 2 anime character, and she gets to be very powerful, and that's cool. But for actual gameplay reasons, it's not cool.
True. That's fair. We have last pick here for their safe lane. What do you think of the Bloodseeker here? I mean, it is good against Void Spirit, I suppose, but I'm like worrying that this hero is not going to have the best lane.
Ooh, I don't like it. Instead of taking the anime protagonist, they get the slack sounding hero.
I mean, the idea is this is the off lane Bloodseeker, right? I don't know why I thought it was going to be in my brain. I was like, yeah, this is against Magnus and Lion, but yeah, it's definitely Wraith King in the safe lane. So Bloodseeker into Phoenix and Gyro. I mean, you get missiled and suddenly like you're just going to take so much damage. We'll see how it goes. It is an interesting lane. Steel Borko on the Tusk has a lot he has to do in this lane to really basically give Bloodseeker the winning lane.
I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that either. We'll see. You have a lot of armor on both these heroes. but I don't know. Gyrocopter was not a good way of rounding this one out. Not a fan. I prefer Wind and Rain's draft slightly here. I'm gonna say it. You're not amazing at jumping the backline. Papa Tootie's got to get the lion here. He's got to get on top of the Ember Spirit as well. Gyrocopter is going to struggle to get on top of people. Yuna's going to have his work cut out for him. Rupture isn't going to do as much to Gyrocopter because he's going to be able to stand his ground and fight. But other than that, is a pretty easy time here on the Bloodseeker against all these heroes. Void Spirit's going to struggle a little bit against it. The Silence, which is going to force an egg off earlier from Pandago than he's going to necessarily want to. There's a bunch of solutions Wind and Rain have here. So game number 2, I'd say I prefer Wind and Rain drafts lately. But we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I see what you're throwing down. I really do. My worry is that we're going to have somewhat of a repeat of last game where Wind and Rain come out of the lanes a little bit ahead, and then you just have kind of this superior team fighting from D2 Hustlers here. They have a lot of lockdown. They've got some pretty big burst and a ton of magic damage. So we'll see how it goes. I am really excited. I don't know if I necessarily give D2 Hustlers the advantage because of that, but Game 2 about to start. As you can see, I'm basically dancing. I'm not telling which team I think is going to win because I don't want to be wrong, Neph. I'm never wrong.
I'll just straight up say which team I prefer, which team I think is better. I've never been wrong once in my life. This is one of the benefits I have being North American Dota player. I simply do not make mistakes here.
Yes.
Ricky. If I lose, it's because of my team. You know how it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
5-man smoke here. They rotate in, drop a nice deep ward onto this jungle pillar. Meanwhile, Radiant dropping an aggressive ward in the mid lane. They're going to sit in the Dire jungle. So both teams kind of doing a very similar rotation. Both sitting on the enemy high ground.
Yeah, these are teams that haven't scrimmed against each other. They probably would have predicted the play, I imagine. Wind and Rain, I'm not sure how much time they had to practice before things started. Yeah, they kind of threw their roster together at the last minute. They have had this week of being together where they announced their roster, but not a ton of time to scrim and practice things. It's also why I think their drafting is a little bit mediocre here on Wind and Rain. That's something that's only really improved by playing more scrims.
Playing more scrims and with your team, right? Like just in general, knowing what they like to play, knowing what you guys play together well as. They end up dropping the second ward in the mid lane here. I don't know if they actually saw this get placed. My guess is no, since YYY drops right or walks right by it. He's gonna walk. Ooh. He actually doesn't see Divine Llama behind, and now he's gonna close the gap. Allow Frugos to just stack up these auto attacks onto the Oracle.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wraith King's courier is coming through the jungle at an awkward angle while Lion is chasing down YYY.
He actually sees it with the ward there too.
Yeah. They know that courier is coming. They put it at a better angle now. YYY probably pointed that out.
Yeah, he goes in and hides it under the tower for the time being.
All right, Frogos is not going to go for the courier though. He's just going to play aggressive onto this Wraith King who doesn't have a lot of HP regen, which is why he's sending himself out the Desert Tangles, but Divine Llama dropping pretty low at the start of this laning phase. Doesn't have a salve either, so he's going to have to play far back for a little while here. These tangos not able to be sent out to the Wraith King. He had an Oracle sending out a salve as well. Sending that one at the to them at the tier 2. Never mind. Wraith King gets to send the courier all the way back in the base to pick up another item. Unfortunate.
Yeah, he's still got one tango, and I'm pretty sure he's relying on Y to give him all the regen he needs. Meanwhile, top Pandago versus Steel Borko just going head to head.
Core players, man. Forcing to give him that regen. Awful. I thought we got rid of the tango sharing strats, but apparently we didn't.
You still take people's salves.
Pandago trying to get a little bit of damage off onto these neutral creeps here. I think he was trying to pull, but he wasn't close enough at the right time. It ends up not getting it off anyway, just by trying to drop his 5 spirits on the camp. Trade with Bork a little bit. Take a moment to look at mid lane.
Papa City does have bottle. He's basically waiting for Zabo to pick a side, right?
Yeah. Before he goes. Well, Papa Tootie doesn't want to leave just yet. Otherwise, he wastes a lot of potential XP. So this is actually going to be kind of bad. Yeah. Oh, no, never mind. Creeps pull into the tower. He pulls them out. Now we can go for the rune, but I think he's still going to give Zabo the chance to deny the range creep.
Snatched from your grasp.
Yeah, he's still going to get it.
Yep. So disadvantage here for Papa Tootie, allowing Zabo to shove the lane into the tower there. Forces him to miss a bunch of XP. Nice.
Top lane. See, the thing that's so funny here about the Phoenix is tag team feels real bad against Phoenix Fire Spirits. Like every time he pops it, he just pops Fire Spirits and both sword. Oh, wait a minute.
Hit level 4 before him. That's just what happens.
Heroes dying everywhere.
Yep.
Bottom lane YYY is looking for Frugos, but he's hiding in the trees for now.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job. He's healing up with his Purifying Flame because he wasn't able to get that Fortune's End off onto him. Now very high HP, and Vilama coming back in. He's in a world of hurt here.
He does end up going down to the Skeletons, who managed to just stick around the whole time, but almost manages to get the return kill. A great play there from the Oracle.
Man, my death summary is not working with my Dota Plus, so I can't see how much damage he took from the Skeletons. I missed that. Unlucky. What can you do?
Opportunity almost goes down a second time in the mid lane here, but he is going to get a bottle refill, so this is huge. And it's right before the 4-minute runes, which is Steel Barco protected by a smoke in the top side here. He will go ahead and drop the snowball, dissimulate there. We'll buy him a little bit of time. Nice stun comes out for the moment, but Papa Tootie starting to fall low. The tag team doing some serious work. There is a Hex, drops it on the backside onto the Ember Spirit. Can he get out? No, Sleight of Fist. They get the kill, and he's going to get 2 runes here, potentially Frugos. He's got to be able to follow this up. In comes Pandago. He does have the dive. They get 1. Zabo able to TP out, though.
Interesting that he opted TP out instead of trying to grab that water rune, walking array. I think he figures he's dead if he tries to go for it. Doesn't want to risk it. It's definitely the safer play. I'm not sure if he would be able to grab that rune, because staying around till the very least he's level 6, given that he's almost there at this point, would just allow Sabo to pop off like crazy. He loses a little bit of time here, but he's already got a significant advantage over the Void Spirit. I guess it's not worth potentially going down.
Sword is so happy top lane. There's been so many heroes with super low HP, and another setup from Steel Borko here. This might be a dead Gyrocopter. He's doing a lot of damage under the tower. Missile does come out, and Steel Borko falling incredibly low. A great play by the Gyro. This Falcon Blade giving him 175 extra health to work with, and triple Iron Branch.
Steel Borko, I don't know what he's...
Oh my god, he broke the salve? Did he have a ward there?
Ooh.
How did he know?
When you're good, you're good. This guy plays video games.
I think he just heard the audio cue of like the thank you from Gyrocopter and was like, oh, I guess I'll throw an ice shard.
No,
like,
that only happens if you type it in all chat.
that was so weird.
He probably saw it on Phoenix. Knew Phoenix had a salve and then would use it on Gyro, and so decided he might as well throw out his shards for a little bit of extra harass before he leaves, and it managed to interrupt the salve. Like I said, when you're good, and this guy plays video games.
That's true. Bottom rune, 6 minutes. Papa Tootie should be able to dodge this out. We'll do exactly that, but it is level 6 here on the Ember Spirit.
Ooh, that's not as good, missing those searing chains and the sleight of fist there.
No, not at all.
Papa Tootie, feeling pretty happy about that one.
Sword taking a ton of damage top, actually, from this Phoenix.
He'll heal back up. He's got 2 points in the Theros. He's got 3 points in the Blood Right. This is a little bit more uncommon. A lot of time, well, I guess they do it more so when they're carry, but they'll go Blood Right. They'll go like 1 or 2 points in the Blood right now.
Yeah, you're right. He'll just heal this up. A lot of regen that comes out from the Thirst ability now. Well, unless he doesn't get the last hits. There he goes.
He didn't get many of them there.
3 heroes in the bottom lane. Divine Llama has no skewer, but we'll just make it back to the tower. Frugo is taking a ton of damage from these skeletons.
Yeah. It gives some extra movement speed to the sword, but that's all it gives you now on the Thirst when the heroes are sitting at low HP. It's just movement speed. No extra damage, no extra attack speed. You're not that scary. You can run people down, but you're still kind of underwhelming. So it's not that bad to sit low against Bloodseeker now.
Net worth is pretty even, surprisingly. I mean, it is the top three, pretty much wind and rain for the most part. It's going a little bit back and forth on Gyro and Wraith King, but I mean, it's a difference of 500 gold from the top, around the top, between the top six, so not that much. It's actually pretty even start to the lane stage here. You find Wraith King bottom. This is a problem. They have RP if they want to use it, but do they have the follow-up damage? It doesn't seem like a Dalai Lama. Rotation in from Zabo. He is going to get so punished for this one. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, your Void Spirit TP down here, I really expected just an immediate RP skewer back to try and just get your Void Spirit in range. Maybe now they're going to look for Zabo, but...
No, they can't do it. He's not enough mana here on Papa Duty. He's got no bottle charges. In fact, he lost the regen rune to Sabo as well. He would have had that there on the Void Spirit if he opted to stay mid. There's a lot of time wasted with that rotation. They might get this this Wraith King here.
He's, like you said, out of mana. Does have to pop the wand, though, and they will be able to grab it Papatuti with that Astral Step on through. In the jungle top lane, Steel. He'll be fine. He's just drawing some attention, trying to slow down Yuma's stack farming.
It's pretty common for the Dire squad to stack these camps over here. It's a little bit easier to get multiple, at least it was in the last patch, to get multiple stacks off. People can kind of follow, copying that strat from the major as well. This gets invaded quite a bit as well. It's easy to walk up here. But now has the Possessed Mask here on the Gyrocopter. That'll make his life incredibly easy.
Oh yeah, that's an amazing pickup.
Any agility carry, very happy when they grab this Possessed Mask.
Another bottle
we'll see
refill
who
in the mid
reaps the
lane.
benefits of it. I imagine Phoenix's Pendigo wants to move to the top lane, soak up XP for a little while, get himself his level 6. You don't get that same burst of XP at 10 minutes as you used to.
Top tower is under attack.
But they smoke up. This is an interesting choice. I guess they're looking to shut down this Wraith King, who actually doesn't have any points in the Reincarnate yet, and he's not holding a point.
Yeah, they'll just pick off Oracle instead, I guess. They do have the ward that's scouting Wraith King over here, right, on the high ground, barely seeing him. They could go for the chase. Oh, the skeletons. They actually are going to spot
the one
Void Spirit.
skeleton?
Oh, man.
That one went the other way and gave the vision of Opportunity rotating. What can you do?
Not much.
Top lane, Sword manages to take a tier 1 tower. He continues shoving out this lane. That's, I guess, what he tends to do.
I mean, he is top net worth by a lot.
Yeah. He's going for a Spirit Vessel here. It's interesting. Let's to rush that one. There's no one with a ton of HP regen. You are playing against a Phoenix, so you'll be able to slow down.
Looking for Yuma in the mid lane. There's a missile call down coming in. Steel Borko able to dodge it out. That nice rupture onto the Magnus. He does have RP still available if he can get some time. He wants to get in range. They take down one sword, trying to zoom away, and he is so dang fast. He will make it. Not level 6 yet on the Lion. Otherwise, I've been a dead Bloodseeker.
Radiant have fortified their structures against attack.
He just got the tome as well. If he had gotten it a little bit earlier, we need to get that off. But again, what can you do? He's got a keen optic again, by the way.
Yeah.
Frogos just gets the neutral items he needs every single game.
Good players get good RNG, Neff. They do actually get revealed on this ward here in the bottom lane, scouting out both Papatuti and Frugos, so this isn't that much of a surprise here. YYY could just be baiting. I think he's trying to bait if they have a ward. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's seeing if they have a ward or not, and he's going to give up his life for this one. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, RP comes out, but it's actually dodged, and the Supernova's not going to connect either. Oh, no. Big misplay there for D2 Hustlers in this mid lane. 2 big spells on cooldown now.
Watching YYY get taken down there. The Sleight of Fist, the RP?
Yeah, he Sleight of Fist the RP. I think he thought he had the shot, like the setup from Shockwave into RP, but it just wasn't enough.
That doesn't stun them. It only pulls them in. You can still do actions while being pulled.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. That's why you get the
horn toss, baby.
Yeah, the horn toss. The stun.
This thing is so bad, man. How is this item actually in the game?
It's okay now. I think it now gives you just enough time because there's the air time before they're stunned and then disabled for the air time too.
I mean, it's what, like not even 1.4 seconds?
No, it's very insignificant.
200 damage. Not an AoE stun.
You press the horn toss, you're guaranteed the skewer back. You're guaranteed an RP.
If it had like 500 range, I'd be on it. I'd be about it.
Listen, the coolest part of Magnus is his horn, so
This is
it makes
true.
sense that horn would get an ability.
Yeah. Bottom lane, nice pick off here. Just setting that one up from the missile, and they'll turn this into a tier 1 tower. All 5 heroes here from D1 or D2 Hustlers.
So he gets some skewer. He skewers them on his horn. I don't know what I'm saying, man. Anyway, back to non-lore elements of gameplay.
Is there such thing as non-lore
Radiant's bottom
gameplay?
tower is under attack.
Every game of Dota is canon, except for the third match of 5-man Midas against. Except for that third game.
That one's not.
The replay doesn't exist. Yeah. Simply didn't happen. 5-man Midas versus Picado squad, game number 3. It never
yeah.
happened
Yeah, I
because the
remember that
replay
one.
doesn't exist.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah.
4 heroes
Bravo.
here sitting up farming the dire jungle, being very happy. Phoenix doesn't actually have mana for egg. Oh, you have 2 mangoes. Maybe you're fine. Pops 1. All right, just gonna chill here underneath the tower. Does need to be careful. They are gonna rotate on in. He just drops the egg immediately. Can't risk it. Zabo, he gets hexed on the backside. Frugos is just gonna kill him. Oh my goodness. What a bait.
They're not done yet
No,
either.
they are not.
Why?
Snowball comes in. Divine Llama walks right into that silence. They will end up taking him out with the finger of death there, but Tusk unable to find the kill onto Pandego thanks to the remnants that comes out from Papatuti. Rupture buying him a little bit of time, but Fire Spirit actually off the mark.
Middle tower.
He has Skewer and a Shockwave in 1. Steel Barco. Nice attempt. Dude, you got to throw that Shockwave. There it is. Up onto the high ground. They'll find that kill. 3 going the way of D2 Hustlers here.
Just barely bringing down that Tusk. Actually holding on to the Possessed Mask on the Tusk, by the way. I don't know what that's about. I guess Wraith King doesn't need it. He's got Vampiric Spirit.
Yeah, he's
No
got a
life
broom
steal,
handle.
back up.
He'd much rather have the armor and damage.
Interesting that a Possessed Mask comes out into the non-carry hero.
Yeah. For Tusk, it's basically just health.
Yep.
Ooh, they do get the root onto the Phoenix top. He is going for the chase here. Zabo, the revenge kill, but guess what? Frugos is here. Well, not this time, buddy. Can they turn it around, though? He drops another Sleight of Fist. It's not in time, dude. He's going to punish Zabo twice for this. Oh, man. The tits.
I got a serious case of deja vu.
Oh, man.
When he died last time, it was like a couple hundred range away from that.
I think it was, yeah, exactly right here. Next to the tower, yeah.
Right there. You think he's learned his lesson now?
Yeah, we're gonna drop one of those for sure. Big old question mark. In the jungle here, Divine Llama's found Steel Borko. Frugos hiding in the bottom river here, just waiting for some more heroes to show up. He's gonna be able to back out.
My path leads to riches.
Oh, Wraith King TPing top as everyone TP's bottom. Nice awareness from him. Yuma has just taken off with this game, by the way. I mean, we haven't really looked at this hero for the last few minutes, but he has certainly just destroyed everyone else in net worth as he picked up an Aghanim Scepter like 3 minutes ago. Okay, Divine Llama died mid. Really far in mid. Okay, that was a good pick off actually from War there.
Yeah, you're not going to catch Sabo diving and kill him 3 times in a row. Just twice.
Just twice. You only get that twice.
Yep. Man, just to finally get a kill. I'm probably surprised that he was willing to do something like that again. The man did not, in fact, learn.
Did they actually not get the ward with this? They didn't. Oh my god, that sentry is just on the wrong side of the cliff. Wow. Phoenix's courier still up there. They are jumping on the Void Spirit mid. They get a free kill onto there. Pandego on the backside. Spirit Vessel on the mark, but you can just egg.
He can just egg, but he opts to hold it for now. Doesn't want to waste that cooldown. Divine Llama's here. He's got his mech as well. I could heal him up. Is he All right. For a second, I thought Divine Llama was trying to heal him while Pandago's moving away. He's got Trank Boots, though. He's healing back up with those.
Oh, Y actually
Doesn't
stacks the
do it.
jungle here for the Bloodseeker and the Ember Spirit to come on in. All right, Sentry's just off the mark of everything here. Go ahead and take this
That'll
Ancient stack.
People are getting used to map changes still. We were on the last one for a while. Everyone knew exactly what to put the sentries before. Now we're trying to like max out the range. We put it slightly too far to the left or something.
They're coming in. They're
Sentries
looking
also
for
don't go far
Sword.
now.
Nice Blood Right. Going to be able to slow and silence up that Phoenix on the backside, but they've catch YYY on the low ground. He's going to have to false promise himself. He does that. Sword just going to run for his life. A Yules to try and stall out this Oracle's time here. Papa Tootie should have no problem getting this kill, and he does.
Nice kill there for Papa Tootie. YYY seems to be a punching bag this game.
What do you mean this
Getting caught
game?
out.
Last game was the same thing. He got slapped all over the place last game.
Radiant's bottom
I don't want to call the player a punching bag.
Well, I'm not
That's a
saying
little
it's.
bit
I'm
mean.
just saying it was just the D1, the D2 hustlers. Just
Made him look like punching
yeah,
bags.
yeah, of course. Top
Yeah.
lane, they find the Wraith King. The mana drain, dude. He pops that reincarnation just in time. Call down coming out. They've got Finger of Death. They will go ahead. I mean, just use it, baby. Frugos finds the kill. Snowball just barely not in time. He's got the blink. Frugos is going to disengage Yuma. He's a little bit trapped here, but they don't know where the rest of the Dire lineup is. They need to be careful. Slight change does catch the Void Spirit. He might look for Zabo here in the mid lane instead. Does have the Yules. Will be able to purge off that Flame Guard. Remnants out. Papa Tootie. They want to follow us up. They will not.
Gets out with the Astral Step.
See, they're
initiate
zoning
back
out the
on
Tusk. They can do this. Egg goes down. Do they have the chain stuns on the backside? They're looking for the Oracle. They just blow him apart. He doesn't get anything off in time. And Papa Tootie continuing the chase here further behind this tier 1 tower, looking for more. Zabo coming back in. Doesn't have a lot of spells left though. Sword drops that Blood Right. Missile out. We'll just stun up Steel. They might be able to finish him off. Sunray is there. Void Spirit, though, taking a lot of damage. Misses the RP onto everyone. Beautiful snowball coming in there from the Tusk. Papa Tootie now gonna get punished for this overextension. They're looking for more. Jump forward on Zabo. They're gonna be able to take down the Magnus Sword, racing him down here as much as possible. Slight chains on the side. They're gonna take down the Gyro, an even bigger kill. Steel Borko rotating on in, doing what he can. Double kill going the way of Sword there as he does finish off that Magnus. But yeah, a beautiful snowball from Steel Borko there, pretty much saving his team.
Steel Borko has been a gamer this game, I gotta say. A number of times either like almost trying to fight around by himself and catching out to the Salve, the top lane, the Gyrocopter. That fight, he completely turned it with his level 1 snowball. They owe this game to him if they managed to win it. That was a much needed save there.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
play was just over. That RP connects all those heroes there. Steel Borko, lightning fast reaction times.
Yeah, who wins a level 2 ultimate 130-second cooldown spell or a level 1 21 cooldown spell?
Or a bunch of chilled water droplets.
Yeah. Chilled, not even frozen. It's just like,
Chilled.
yeah.
Yeah.
A man who controls gravity. Mid lane, looking for the Ember Spirit. Phoenix silenced up for the time being. Egg still on cooldown, but they've got a lot of damage, and now he's just out of mana. Dude, the mana drains coming in from this Lion are doing so much work. He's going to bottle up here, has that DD rune doing a ton of work. Thanks to the Rupture onto Papa Tootie. They can't really chase, but Call Down comes in from Yuma. He gets the stun onto the Oracle. Nice zoning Blood Right. Snowball trying to buy him a little bit of time. Frugos goes in. Nice stun. Does catch him. They continue to dive on in. Papa Tootie, he does have the egg. He drops it. Divine Llama trying to find more. Papa Tootie does have a Yules, but they will just get the Oracle. But you do commit the egg for this.
Yeah. These eggs have been pretty on point by Pandago. He drops them always at a place where he knows the enemies are forced to disengage. They're not taking crazy good team fights with them, but he's stopping Wind and Rain to be able to turn the fights around whenever he drops. His positioning of these eggs are very good. We're pressuring the top lane while that was going down. That's a little bit of damage to that tier 3 tower, but still, Wind and Rain looking pretty good right now. Gyrocopter very farmed. Wraith King starting to come back now. It looks like they're looking to make a play of their own while Phoenix Ultimate is on cooldown. They do have RP available to turn the fight around potentially, but they've got vision on the Magnus right now. They know exactly where he's sitting, so they know it's safe to invade him. They go on Pop Tootie.
He'll Yules, yeah. He'll Yules, and hopefully he can get the, yeah, there it is. The Dissimulate out. He's going to get that Astral Step and 4-man smoke Averted. That's one of the things that makes this hero so good. If you don't have any instant disable, it makes it so hard to actually fight kills on the Void Spirit.
You say good, I say bullshit. Not a fan of a hero with this many escape mechanics. He can use all of these abilities defensively.
Neph, I believe they're called mechanics.
Ah, yes, my bad.
Yes.
That's the industry term for it.
Mm-hmm.
At least if you're a professional.
Yes.
Divine Llama gonna get silenced here, but I imagine he'll walk off this one just fine.
That was his last Spirit Vessel charge.
Weird. Sword?
Yeah, that was the
That's a
last Spirit Vessel
question mark.
charge, so I don't know about that one.
I'll give him a question mark. No. Gonna be able to dispel these soon. He's almost got the Guardian Greaves complete on the Magnus, so a little bit harder to bring him down. Also pretty good against the, the Blood Rite coming out, the Searing Chains. Won't be forced to pop the RP early. Gets used on his terms. Which has been, one of the reasons why I think Borg was able to, and with the Snowball last time, he can't just kind of sit around and wait for a Blood Rite to hit him or stand his ground. Much easier to get good RPs off now.
Smoke
Flying
number
out
2. They're heading bottom looking for Gyro. Yuma! This would be a huge kill. They are going to find him thanks to the ward. Immediate jump in. Slight chains on the mark. In comes Frugos, gets the stun. Can they keep him alive is the question. A 3-man RP. Yuma, he just got the BKB delivered, and they take down 2. Zabo protected for the moment, but reincarnation from the Wraith King isn't going to be enough. Can Zabo come back? He does. He gets the heal. Frugos, nice stun onto the Oracle. Pandego, he's ready back to come into this fight. Papatuti, that rupture has expired. They've caught the Wraith King once again, but a huge blood right and a lot of damage coming in from the Maelstrom here. Can they keep Yuma alive? He takes him down, still surviving. 4 heroes dead. Sword, just 800 MS. Good luck. Oh, well, looks like they're going to get him actually. Never mind. Egg on my face.
There is nothing.
They got him. He hung around a moment too long there on the Bloodseeker, thinking he could turn that fight around to Sword. He ends up dropping as well. Now, map control. Back the way of D2 Hustlers. They're not able to take Roshan off of this. They don't really have the heroes for Gyrocopter, be able to pump out a lot of damage with the Negative Scepter, but instead, they have to start invading the enemy's side of the map. They grab bounty runes. 5k net worth advantage. What's XP looking like? XP's a very big jump.
Oh, hello.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
It's like a Dota pull S. It's never been wrong. I don't think ever. 72% chance for the Dire. I mean, that was so close. The timing on that BKB delivery was just incredible. The moment it gets delivered, turns it around with about 25% HP, and just boom, whole fight goes their way. The Rupture being used really well onto the Void Spirit in these fights. Like, he can't actually do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it always feels good to use every spirit here other than Storm. Storm is stable. He goes to the bottom, always moving around, but that's, I think, one of the reasons why they plan on picking up this Bloodseeker, but other than that, it feels a little bit underwhelming. I do still prefer Wind and Rain's draft a little bit. I think Wraith King hasn't really gotten a chance to pop off just yet. That'll hopefully change as this game goes on. He just completed the Sanjay Yasha now. He's got a little bit of status resistance to work with, but he's gonna need BKB against this enemy team.
Yeah,
very
absolutely.
important pickup against Lion, Void Spirit, Gyrocopter.
They're smoked up. Frugos drops a ward. He's going to figure out who to find, and it's going to be the Ember Spirit. A nice impale, the RP to follow. Pandego, the Sun Ray just melting him on the backside. He drops the egg, being saved on Zabo here on this Ember Spirit, but Sword, he drops Rupture. He's just getting taken down. He's going to go down to the Shockwave on the backside. Wraith King chasing down the Lion. Not the kill that you want your Wraith King going for. It's just the Lion. Meanwhile, Zabo top lane, solo on HP, does have a Remnant out. He's got to be careful. Papatuti might sniff this out. He does not. Wraith King, though, he does have TP. Will they continue the chase here for the Wraith King?
I don't think they'll get him, as long as the TV's out now. If he hangs around for a second and he dies, yeah, he's out. Doesn't want to hang around that one. Another fight going their way, chasing down that Lion. Not optimal. It's hard to get him too. He's got this ghost up. He's able to buy himself a little bit more time if he decides to give it onto him. Look at the efficiency of this man. Frogo swaps the Philosopher's Stone into his inventory while he's dead. He's gonna swap the Keen Optic back in the moment he's about to take a fight. What a player.
This guy's all about stacks, man.
Yeah.
He's here to earn his money. Roshan is available. Obviously, the high ground ward now gonna get dewarded as they saw that just blink in from Lion. I mean, he's just He's played so aggressive on this line, but it's never too aggressive, it seems, right? Almost every single time seems to pay off. Rupture out in the jungle here. Once again, onto the Void Spirit. Can he actually get out of it? No, perfectly timed silence and Void Spirit. I don't see how he survives this one. Going to burn down to the Radiance and the Snowball. Damage their Wraith King. He's got Reincarnation protected by the Glimmer Cape for the time being. Looking to find Frugos once again on the backside, but you lost the Oracle. He gets the stun off. Can you get the kill here? Bloodseeker trying to run away from this missile. Zabo chasing after, misses that Searing Chains, and Yuma's got to help the Magnus. They do buy back on the Oracle. He clips the Wraith King.
Oh,
Oh, no.
He can't do anything. There's no way to get down from this one.
Yeah, I mean, you can TP, but that ain't gonna happen. I don't feel like he's going for it now. They have all the missiles out. They have the egg on the low ground, protected for the moment. Why will be able to get outside of the radius. Look at Divine Llama, baby. He is out for fun. Give this man a rampage. Yuma continuing the chase. Gonna look for why. They wipe the floor. That's gonna be a dieback.
Give this man a raise. You can't do anything against him. Divine Llama, the plays on this Magnus. You can't give this hero up to this man.
That was
Every
actually
other
sick.
team in DPC is going to be taking notes about this.
Gyro did 11,890 damage in this fight. I mean, he picked up this Chrysalis right before the fight and now almost has a Daedalus. I mean, last game we saw Divine Llama cliff himself. He's like, yeah, come get me. I dare you. And this time, he's like, oh, Wraith King, yeah, good luck. Have fun up there. That was so sick.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi of Dota.
Yes.
This man's studied the cliff for sure. Slightly different spot than it was before as well. All these cliffs on the map, but he seems to have adapted pretty quickly.
They have a ward here. He's going to go for the dive, and he cancels it on the other side. Yules will be able to protect him. Zabo just has to leave. Rupture comes out onto Yuma. Divine Llama almost able to pull back that Bloodseeker, and Yuma's just going to go back to farming. Rupture down. Is he going the Ags build? He is not, so that is just going to be on cooldown.
Yeah, he's got the gold for his Daedalus now in the Gyrocopter. If he had it in the last fight, I dare say some of these enemies would have gone down. A double damage rune scattered out as well.
Gets the bottle
Passes
delivered.
The bottle to him. Yep. Papa Tootie's bottle. Holding this DD now.
That's Roche, baby, right?
Yep.
Egg off
Daedalus being
cooldown
delivered.
in 8 seconds.
Yeah, there's no stopping this one. Drops the bottle back on the ground. There's your Daedalus.
Yeah.
Roche. Look at the drop. My God.
I'm sorry. Was there someone in this Roche pit before Neph? I swear I saw.
This is Yuma's pit.
Yeah. Saw something there. Nice lane cut in the mid lane by the Tusk, but they are ready to go here and try and finding these kills. They do have, they know that this ward is scouting out. Oracle silenced by that Dissimulate of Papatuti, and he can't get any spells off on the backside. Bloodseeker trying to protect himself, but the Earth Spike comes in from Frugo. Snowball not going to be able to save him, and Steel Borko goes down as well. Double kill for him. YYY still running from the Void Spirit. Remnant off the mark. They know he's got to dodge down the Earth. Oh my gosh, the shockwave from Magnus, the jump in Frugos. Give him the... Okay, he's not going to finger him. I thought it would have been funny.
He's not worth it. He's saving that mana. Why? As you said, the punching bag of up-and-coming G1 hustlers.
Yep.
Now Yuma, what's there to stop this man? Tears through this tier 2 tower, no time at all. Working on the Satanic next. Once he's got that, the Dispel, 25-second cooldown, the Daedalus, the Aghanim Scepter. There'll be no bringing this man down once he's got the Satanic.
You got no help, Wraith King. You need to be very careful here. I mean, you're right. Yuma is way too strong. Like, they actually cannot deal with Yuma right now, especially with the follow-up damage of the Magnus. He's got this Empower. He just sits on 340 damage right now with a Daedalus. It's a lot, Neph. That's a big number.
Tunic now found. The Gyrocopter. He's gonna put that one on. Another 16% evasion. He's just sitting here taunting. Titan Sliver now found as well. They might give that one to him instead.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Exactly. He just sends that Tunic back to the base. Frugos is like, dude, let me give you the item. He's like, I have legs. You've got a flying machine. This is not fair. Yuma going to continue to work on the mid lane tier 3, giving up on that. I'm sorry, on the bottom lane tier 3 as they move their way down here. A much easier lane to push, much more difficult lane to defend, and he's going to stand his ground here. He doesn't really care. He's got the Aegis. He's got a whole team behind him. The Sunray comes out. Lane of Barracks is gone. They smoke up, and now they're just going to leave. Counter smoke? Neph? Is this a fake back?
They know that Borko's here. They probably think it's more than just Borko. They know that he's there smoke.
Oh, they caught the Tusk, and he is just gone so fast. Finding Oracle as well would be huge, but no more silences. And
no buyback available either. He's down for these full 40 seconds. Gonna make grabbing this tier 3 tower, this Rax, even easier. Nobody to counter that RP when Borko's down.
I mean, they could jump the backline. They are. They get a 2-man RP right on the money. A double kill, baby. Again for Yuma on the gyro. And he's just like, screw it, man. I'll go T4. I don't care. What are you going to do about it? Diving the base, looking for Zabo. Just zoning him all the way back out to the fountain. Yuma taunting the enemies here. They buy back on Tusk. They buy back on the Bloodseeker. Meanwhile, I mean, Wraith King did do some damage top. He's got to come back, though. Walrus Punch onto the gyro. That's going to be a dieback egg right outside the fountain. No way to stop them. First tier 4 goes down. And it looks like the Radiant may have all but given up on this one. There's the GGs. Zabo comes in, pops the BKB. But again, it is all hopeless against Yuma's gyrocopter. He is way too far ahead. And D2 Hustlers take a very convincing 2-0.
Fast game number 2, 33 minutes. A lot of the games in this patch, they feel like they go a little bit longer than that. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication at the end there. They'd gone out to fight despite the GG being called, but you said D2 Hustlers looking incredibly good, despite the fact they had Frogo standing in for 1437, who, you know, a lot of people were saying felt like the captain of the team, like he was making a lot of these calls. Looked to be very strong without him. Impressed with their performance today. Frogos, great performance here on this Lion. Managing to get Keen Optic in both games. I imagine that one helped. But Devi Llama, definitely the MVP of today. Not only do you have the sick plays, but the entertaining ones as well. Playing around these cliffs. 200 IQ player.
They were actually so funny. And I mean, I think, like you said, team's going to take note. They're probably not going to give them the Magnus in the first phase. Obviously, they'll be playing with 1437 going forward. From what we heard in lobby, this is the only series he should be missing for the season. But I know 1437 also likes to play the Lion. So this is something that you got to respect against these teams. Yeah, Wind and Rain really struggling in their first series here. Maybe it's just D2 Hustlers coming in, showing what they got. I mean, you and I, like we said, we thought this team on paper was incredibly skilled. We knew that they were going to do well here in the DPC, and they're off to a fantastic start.
It's always the gun. Any team that makes it through the open qualifiers is usually very, very strong.
Yeah.
There were some great teams inside the OQs, and D2 Hustlers did a great job. OQ1, they managed to take out Simon's Angel with a number of very good players on it as well. So they've proven their worth being here. Wind and Rain, a little bit easier time getting into the qualifiers, not as tested. Hopefully they take this opportunity to practice, go back and fix some of the things that they did wrong.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you on that one. I will say I'm really excited for our next matchup. Now, that is not going to be starting, if I'm not mistaken, for just about 49 minutes. It's going to be Arkosh Gaming versus Electronic Boys. You know, the return of these two teams, we saw them last season. They're going to be going head-to-head. They actually had pretty similar placements. Electronic Boys almost got eliminated, if I'm not mistaken. But then...
No. They were gods. You know, they had that match. They brought in Envy as a ringer.
No. That was Byzantine.
Byzantine against Electronic Boys.
Oh, you're right.
Last game of the season.
Yeah.
You know, Byzantine brought in Eternal Envy as a ringer. Electronic Boys, not a problem. Doesn't matter if you bring in a Division 1 player.
Yeah.
Legend like Envy. You know, but the North American boys been practicing, playing together all season. It's the most like anime storyline. You know, they try to bring in some guy, but the power of friendship ends up prevailing.
Yeah, as always, a classic mistake. You can't get over the power of friendship. Before we throw to a quick break, though, we do have something pretty neat to announce. I believe, Neph, we're doing a little bit of a giveaway of some kind.
What am I winning?
Yeah, so let's check it out here. What you guys can do is head on over to the BTS website for the giveaway. You can enter the giveaway for a chance to win an XPG gaming laptop, an Ultrabook, or one of their keyboards, as well as some BTS swag, which is pretty sick. Y'all can check the link out in chat or in the banner below. There's going to be 4 winners. You have until May 23rd to enter this giveaway. So it's pretty dope. Definitely recommend checking it out. Again, you guys can see the link here on the stream, also in chat, as well as underneath in the banner. So definitely go take a look at that. Big shout out to XPG for sponsoring the NA DPC this season, Neph.
Thank you to them. And, people who don't have laptops, they actually have XPG gaming water as well. If you want to stay hydrated, I suggest you guys check that one out.
Yeah, absolutely. That being said, we got a little bit of a break before our next series. So definitely stay tuned, everyone. Get up, stretch, grab some popcorn. If you haven't, it's popcorn time. We've got our second series today, Arkosh Gaming versus Electronic Boys. We'll see y'all after just a little break.